Shalom, Kol Halal, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Bahashem Makadash, double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of the GMS, even the elders that came before them that tell us the truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers that push the word of truth and the sincerity of the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, to the 144,000 and one-third, the hopeful elect of Israel, and the brother Yahshua went back with the WW3 Daily update. Shalom and salutations to you all. I'm going to make this very quick. Ezekiel 38 and 5. Persia, which is Iran. Ethiopia and Libya with them. With who? With Russia. Okay. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them. All of them with shield and helmet. Okay, so these are the allies of who? Russia. Russia. Persia, Ethiopia, Libya with them. With who? With Russia. Right? And they're all ready to fight. They got all their equipment. Gomer, who's that? That's Turkey. That's a Togar. Togarma. Niggas say Togamar. No. Togarma. Of the north quarters and all his bands and many people with thee. There's China. Right there. Okay. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. Woo! So, Iran is good. Don't make Russia mad. Don't make Russia mad. Don't make China mad. Don't make Kim Jong the attack dog. He's ready. All right? And so are they. All of these people are ready. How do we know? Be thou prepared. The Most High is going to make it happen. He'll make it happen. What is Russia doing with regards to Iran? Being a guard unto them. And I'll take it away. Open-minded thinker show. 43 minutes. Colonel Dougie Fresh. Dougie Doug. Take it.
Iran is strategically vital to Russia. That's why Russia won't stand by and do nothing, which means if we unleash this mother of all strike strategies, which I guess is what the president is saying, we're going to be at war with a lot more than Iran. And
well, let's go over it one more time. Who are we? Are we going to be at war with Russia? Who will we be at war with? A lot more than Iran. Well, there's Iran. We'll be at war with Iran. We'll be at war with Russia. Ethiopia, Libya, right, which I believe are greater lands back then. There's Turkey. There's Syria, which they're already down there. Right? And there's China. And there's North Korea. And there's India.
may not be straightforward at first. It may not be overwhelming at first, but it will grow and it will become a very, very serious and dangerous challenge to us. And we may lose everything in the Middle East as a result.
The US and Israel's contemplated plan to bomb Iran's nuclear facilities represents a dangerous escalation in an already volatile region, rooted in a complex web of geopolitical ambitions, selective outrage, and historical amnesia. The strategy, which hinges on the premise of preventing Iran from acquiring nuclear weapons, ignores the broader context of power dynamics in the Middle East and the destabilizing consequences of such an attack. Recent reports indicate that the US has deployed advanced missile defense systems to Israel and positioned B-2 stealth bombers in the region, signaling preparations for a potential strike. At OMT News, we're dedicated to bringing you sharp, no-nonsense analysis on the conflicts shaping Palestine, yet under Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has long advocated for military action, arguing that Iran's nuclear program poses an existential threat. Yet, this narrative conveniently sidesteps Israel's own undeclared.
Stop using ChatGPT like everyone else.
Don the Con and Benny the Butcher. And then you got them rapping.
Undeclared nuclear arsenal, estimated at 80 times 200 warheads, which operates outside international oversight. The hypocrisy is glaring. While Iran, a signatory to the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, NPT, faces relentless scrutiny and sanctions for its nuclear activities, Israel's nuclear program enjoys tacit Western acceptance, exposing a double standard that undermines global non-proliferation efforts. And now, Colonel Douglas Macgregor's argument that Russia would prevent the destruction of Iran due to its strategic importance introduces a critical perspective, but requires scrutiny. Macgregor posits that Russia, under Vladimir Putin, views Iran as a vital counterweight to US influence in the Middle East, particularly after Iran supplied drones and missiles during Russia's Ukraine campaign. He argues that Iran's collapse would weaken Russia's leverage in Syria.
Ever heard of the Medo-Persian Empire? This is not the first time.
Where both nations supported the defunct Assad regime and disrupt energy markets critical to Russia's economy.
But so there's one thing that is a bit puzzling to me, is that, okay, Israel wants to have hegemony, and for the most part, they have it right now. They don't even have to gain it; they already have it. But they have made Iran the boogeyman for so long that they just have this insatiable desire to quell them. And yet, this whole, ever since the 10/7 and all the things where Israel basically systematically eviscerated Hamas, Hezbollah, weakened again the Houthis, if not quelled any of them full outright, they did. And it showed that Iran was completely powerless to do anything about it. I mean, what nation on the planet can have their embassy destroyed in another country and to have an assassination in their capital city on an inauguration and not go to war with somebody? Yet that's exactly what Iran didn't do, because they don't have the power to do it. So that should tell you.
Wait a minute. That's a fundamentally false statement.
Which part?
False. They don't have the power to go to war. You haven't looked carefully at Iran. Iran's arsenal of missiles is enormous. It could flatten Israel in a day. They have the power to go to war. They have chosen repeatedly to avoid war. And I've said this 1,000 times. No one in the Middle East is interested in a war except Israel and the United States. That's it. There's no one else in the region that wants a war. Everyone is going to go to great lengths to avoid a war, not because of Israel, but because of us. The Iranians don't want to go to war with us. The Iranians have been trying for 30 years to change their relationship with the United States, to build a rapport economically, socially, politically with the United States. So don't make the mistake of assuming because someone has opted not to do something, they can't. The real question at this stage is, what's the incentive for them to continue to do nothing, particularly when they're told that the only way they can satisfy us, potentially, based upon Mr. Netanyahu's demands, is to turn themselves into Libya. And we all know what happened in Libya.
Right.
Yeah, Gaddafi got dragged through the street. They took all the gold and destroyed the plan that was almost a complete success. Anyway, we'll stop it right there. And how do we get out of that? We'll just go to the source and see what actually happened. So there will be no discrepancy. This is what will happen. Iran will win. Iran together with the Arabs. Because it says so right here. Okay, I'm going to read this whole section because it's telling you about the Arab nations together with Iran. Okay, so let's start at 28. This is 2 Ezra 15 and 28. Behold a horrible vision. Behold an horrible vision. In the appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon the earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. The Arab nations is the point. This is what we're talking about. The Arab nations shall come out with hella gear, right? Also the Carmanians, which are the Iranians. Armenia is an ancient city in Persia. Raging in wrath shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, with the Arab nations, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. So they're going to be in there whooping ass, right? And then shall the dragons have the upper hand. Why? Why? Because the Iranians came in and joined battle with them. That's what we see happening right now. When the Carmanians raging and shall go forth and join battle with them, well, Hezbollah needs some rockets. They need some, some IEDs. Let's give them some money. You understand? So that's them, right? Joining battle with them. And as a result, what happens? And then shall the dragons have if the dragons have the upper hand, who's got the upper hand with them? Shall join battle with them. So if the dragons have the upper hand, who's with them? Iran's going to win. See how this works? He didn't take it all the way there. He said, don't trip, don't fool yourself. Don't sell yourself short. Iran has got something. Yeah, they got enough to whoop that ass. Right? Especially with the alliance. Anyway, with that, we hope the electorate edified you, brother. Peace at your shalom.